Hello and welcome back to ParticularPixels. I'm Xiaoling and this is just another short video about Ghost Recon Wildlands. I haven't done any coverage of the game since I did the review video, and those of you who did see my review video and some of the other Ghost Recon videos I did, you know that I complained a lot about the fact that disabling enemy location markers also disabled a number of other important informational systems on your HUD. However, with the latest patch 3.5, they've added customizable markers. The reason I'm making a video about this is because these changes were not actually mentioned in the patch notes, which I find kind of strange considering a lot of people were asking about these changes and asking for these changes. So I thought I'd just run through some of them for those of you who are interested. I'm in the first area of the game here. You can see that I have sync shotted one of the guys, sync marked at least one of the enemies on the screen. You can see the other three enemy markers are on the screen currently. If you look at my minimap, you'll see the enemies are located on my minimap as well. And if I go to my big map as usual, you can see the enemies are marked there as well. But now, if I head into my options over here, so here we go, heading into the HUD. Some of these items are obviously going to be the same as they were before, but if I scroll down a little bit, you'll notice from detection clouds or all the way through down to sync shot, I'm going through all of these now, are new additions to this. So the detection clouds are the areas of yellow or orange blips that indicate enemies are located in a certain area. You can manually disable this now. Before, it was associated with playing on extreme mode. I don't know if that is still the case, so if you are playing on extreme, you might just want to double check that this is off. The enemy and rebel markers is the dot that appears, or the chevron that appears above the enemy's heads in the game view, the purple markers we were looking at earlier. This can now be disabled. But the problem with these new settings is that you'll notice they don't display correctly here. They don't indicate what's being changed. All of these display the quest objectives on the left side of the screen here. And you'll see that if I turn this off, it only disables this. So obviously that has not been updated and still needs to be updated. The good news though is that all of these options actually work. So this is a minor complaint really. And so the enemy and rebel markers are the markers above the enemy's heads. But this will also disable the locations of the enemies represented on your mini-map as well as your big map. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. This is exactly what this option should do. And then, of course, we've got objective markers and communication markers and item location markers. Alert markers are for grenades and helicopters and SAM sites that will be attacking you when at least they'll be firing. So this you can choose to turn off as well. You'll notice that sync shot is in here as well. And now you can actually sync shot enemies that are not marked before. If you had enemy markers disabled, you were unable to sync shot, which made your AI teammates completely useless. They are a little bit less useless now because you can actually use sync shot on enemies. I have turned off the enemy markers. I still have all the other informational markers that I would like to have on my screen. And you can see that I still have my sync shot markers. So I can actually still sync shot enemies here. You can see I can mark this guy just fine. And I have them both marked on my screen even though enemy markers are disabled. And again, you can see these guys are not located on my minimap, and they are also not located on my big map. And I think this is absolutely wonderful. This is really how I think that the game should be played. The ability to turn off the enemy markers for a much more immersive and hardcore experience, but at the same time keeping on all your informational markers to make the rest of the game less tedious. So yeah, I thought I'd just make this short video to let you guys know about some of these changes. And I think that's pretty much about it. I don't think there's anything really else that I need to talk about. As usual, if you guys have any questions, you can let me know in the comments section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you found this at least a little bit helpful. I've been Xiaoling, and I'll see you guys next time.